Tap, tap, yeah. Alright, let's do the race. Good job. Hopefully chat's in a good place.
No more testing, no more practice. This is the real deal. And it's make or break here at Albert Park, home of the Australian Grand Prix since 1996. And home to round one of this year's Formula One World Championship. Just south of Melbourne's downtown business centre is the one and only Albert Park circuit. 3.3 miles of public roads, closed for the weekend of course, make for a bumpy circuit with little undulation. There are 16 corners around the lake and a couple of good passing opportunities here as well, thanks in part to the DRS zones into turns 1, 3 and 13. Can Mercedes start with victory in their bid to win a 7th consecutive Constructors' title? Could Ferrari or Red Bull establish an advantage early on? And with 22 cars on the grid, how quickly can the new team find their footing? Well, it's great to be back, Anthony Davidson. We've got a lot to talk about this year.
That's right, Crofty. It felt like a long winter, but it's good to finally be back. I have to think the usual suspects will battle it out at the front, but there are always going to be some teething problems early on in the season, so whoever can keep on top of their issues will have the advantage today.
As I mentioned earlier, we're up to 11 teams this season, with a new entry run by, well, of all things, an owner-driver. That's something we haven't seen in this sport since Hector Raback over 4 decades ago. So how are they looking so far?
It's hard to imagine how a small operation like that could survive in the ruthless world of Formula One, and yet here they are, first ever race looking surprisingly strong. But there are no points for qualifying. Let's see how they fare in the Grand Prix proper.
Let's run you through the driver grid order
But
for
we
today's
knocked up,
exciting
so we have a
race.
rule basically,
Valtteri
when we
Bottas lines
outperform, we
on
knock
pole
up the
position,
difficulty.
And Lawrence completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Hamilton, Vettel, Max Verstappen and Leclerc, Albon, Perez, Ocon and Daniel Ricciardo, Norris, Stroll, Carlos Sainz and Gasly, Raikkonen, Kvyat, Antonio Giovinazzi and Kevin Magnussen, Grosjean, Schumacher, Russell and Nicholas Latifi. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head to trackside for today's race.
Okay, I know it's your home Grand Prix, but treat it like any other race. Don't take unnecessary risks.
You're gonna need a lot more fuel. Fuel load differences. Now we have to start on, yeah, and we have to do both tires, so that's gotta be it. I don't understand what this fuel load is though. 47.5 to 67.5, 55.2. Don't understand the difference. Perhaps we're using less fuel. Let's just try it with this. We are going to skip the formation lap.
The formation lap is an opportunity to...
It is so hard to see my apex. Yeah, I might have to move chat. Oh! I did it again. Hello? Why does it do that? That is the second time it's done that. We're gonna have to flash back. We're definitely plugged in. Kernel power, system entering away mode. I don't know why it's doing that. Well, first of all, that's already a problem. Second time this has happened. And it only does it once. Do not have hybrid sleep. Such a weird issue. And nothing predicated it. Steam installer. Weird, man. It only does it when we try to stream. I don't know. I don't have a reason. I don't have any reason to think that it's doing it for any reason. So what we're gonna do is just flash back to somewhere. Somehow we made this turn. The game actually paused. Okay, so that's actually good. It actually paused. Still, I'm just gonna make sure we're good. I'm just gonna make sure we're good. Let's see, that's why I don't know where we're exactly at in the turn. Sorry about this. I don't know what to do with the game screwing up like that. You know what I think it is? I think I know what it is now. I think I know what it is. So I have a setting, so when we lose power, I try to save as much battery power on my laptop as possible. And I bet you the combination of streaming and playing this game knocks the battery down. And that's what the problem is that it's hitting like 92% on the battery when it's always plugged in. I really can't see with chat. I'll check chat in a little bit. That sound. It's just too hard to see. I lost some time on that one, but I'll work with it.
DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
That was a big loosey-goosey there, but that was bad because we shouldn't have been changing gears there. Bad time to be changing gears.
We think the car behind might start to have fuel management issues. Let's see if we can
Damn
use
it!
this to...
What? Was not expecting the thing to chime in with information. Just don't. I hate to be using flashbacks so often, but like if you're gonna chime in and make me listen, it throws me off. I'm doing the old battle. Shut up! Let me drive! Yeah, we got a little bit of separation. Oh god.
Gap to car in front is 2.8 seconds.
I haven't been warned about my fuel target yet, so that's good. Damn it! What the hell? It did it again. Okay, I'm gonna look at my power settings. We might just be boned. I don't know. So I was beginning to think that it's actually an issue with the... minutes later. Okay, I'm gonna go to power settings real quick. Hmm. I don't know what's happening, but I'm pretty close to giving up on this if this is gonna happen. I've got nothing here. Shuts down the video signal. Mutes audio, sure. Blocks ports. Add or remove. Allow away mode policy. Okay, what does this do? Turn on. I'm pretty close to just turning it off permanently. I have no reason to be using it. Alright, so now we're going to run some commands. Things are going to happen. Power config attribute, sub sleep, attribute hide. Minor corruption in the video driver. See if this fixes. Allow away mode to be enabled. No. Alright, let's continue and hope that this goes away. Isn't that amazing? Is this some kind of racing rando? No. We're playing F1 2020 and we're doing the first race. It's a create a team season thing. The issue I'm having though is that the machine is continuously going into what's called away mode, and I don't know why. It was doing this before with a different thing. I thought it was related to the power setting, but I did unveil, did some Windows magic, To have the power config show up. And away mode was allowed, so now we're going to continue racing yet again. Beware, I'm trying to do my best to read chat. I need to make it so that... There is actually a rally game that does this. And let me drive a couple laps and see if the game... We went 10 minutes before without it screwing up. We may have to flash back. Okay, we actually got through that corner without the world exploding. We're just gonna save here in case anything really bad happens. Because I've just been having terrible luck with this whatever's going on.
The gap to the car ahead is 3.2 seconds. We're leading our teammate by 11.0 seconds.
Our teammate sucks. He's a junior. We own the team. Let me run a few laps here. I'll check on chat in about 10 minutes. As I'm having computer issues, so that's cool. At least there's nothing actually wrong with my computer. That's cool. It's never fun when you install a new game and like have to like update your graphics drivers, the graphics drivers fail or anything like that. Everything's been pretty smooth. Just pretend it's the SNES and that we're playing Pole Position. Exactly like that, except it's in 3D. Ed Ocon, he is making everyone behind him.
Keep pushing, you're gaining on the car ahead.
My graphics card is so great I can actually run this on medium settings. Isn't that amazing? And stream it somehow. Wow, we're actually gaining time off of the car behind us, which is the one I'm most concerned about. If I could get a points finish in the first race after busting up the difficulty level, that'd be awesome.
Increasing the gap on the car behind by 0.5 per lap.
I hope you're doing well, Eat It Up. I saw... What game were you working on? I don't think it was Final Fantasy V. You were working on another rando thing. Or a tracker or something. Oh, somebody else took out the bollard. Wow. Neat. I'm like, I'm gonna apex next to the bollard again, and then the bollard's not there, and let's just not bin the car. Let's not bin the car.
No issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
There's a couple bad turns. We're not going to gain any time this lap, as long as we don't lose time. Cars in front have way better cars. Our car should be somewhere like 15th place, but we qualified exceptionally well. But we're clearly getting a gap on some of these guys too, so that's good. We're also like burning up this engine on this race. So you get a limited number of parts, you get a limited number of engines, and you basically take grid penalties to get new engines and things. We'll worry about that later on in the season. The team needs to get money, survive season 1. The other goal is we need to finish this for Jeopardy's one. At the moment we're doing okay to make that happen. Are we? No, after those issues, I don't know.